Tonight we're going to check out this YouTube video, and I want you to hear what this guy has to say before we get started.
I know that some people believe, and I personally believe it's possible, but some people believe that the Nephilim will be a part of the tribulation. And I had a dream when I was in my 20s, and I think it was because of all the stuff I was studying. I had a dream that I had this big, huge sword, and I was chopping off heads of Nephilim after we would chop their legs out from under them.
Oh my goodness!
And so it was really funny, wild dream. So
And here we're going to watch her eyes. This is an example of what her eye problem is. So it's really quick. Here it goes. Watch her eyes. There it is. Her eyes pop open. Here's the next scene with her eyes. Real time. I'm going to go through, not really frames because it's a YouTube video, but we're going to look at it a lot slower than what we just did. And I think she has creatures in her eyes and her nose, and they're not visible in her mouth just yet, but they're there also. She sticks her tongue out all through the video. And notice the shape of her mouth. Especially right here, it's square. Try to get on that a little bit. There, her eyes pop open. It's like I'm getting interference. This. And I'll try there. And look at that. I don't know what she's looking at. Her eyes are so white. Okay. Here is a shot of her eye. See how it looks like there's something over it. And I think there's a critter in the corner of her eye also. And take a look at her mouth. She has a critter in the corner of her mouth. In this part, it's going to freeze up and blur. But we can see the creatures in her eyes. I'll go over it after we watch it real time. Okay, and I think you can see this pretty good. This little creature in the corner of her mouth. And I want to get close enough on this without interference, because we're going to watch her. Her eyes, really, when she starts rubbing her eyes. But notice, look for critters. Get on them a little bit. try it about there, maybe. This interference is terrible. Look. And look at that. And especially there, here in this eye, I mean, I really think that you can see it. And there's other ones, and they're over here also. A few more on it. Look at that again. I mean, that's definitely some type of creature. Interference. Look at her mouth. And her face, even though it's gone into a little bit of distortion, I think her true colors are shining through. Okay. And here's a shot of his green teeth. Take a look at his eyes. He has multiple pupils, but I haven't been able to find the right shot, so had a lot of trouble making this one for some reason. And she also has green teeth. Here in this shot, she's going to look up. Okay, we're going to look at it a little closer here. Just take a little closer look. Her irises changed. They're not the same size. And she also has critters in her eyes. Here she goes, the crazy eyes popping open. You can see the difference in the irises there. One's a lot smaller than the other one. She's rolling her eyes in the back of her head. Okay, I think that's about it for that one. And I just want to look at the beginning again, because I want you to notice the creatures in the outer corners of her eyes and her nose and her mouth. You try to get in on this good enough. It's going to give me interference. I had to start over again. Okay. So this concludes the video. I just want to say that if you're listening to these people, in my opinion and from the knowledge I have of the Bible, what they're preaching here is hogwash. He doesn't know anything about the Bible, in my opinion. So God bless you. Thank you for watching, and take care.